So right now we are a couple weeks away from the next Escape for Tarkov wipe. So usually one of the things that I like to do is go back and create some tier 1 or tier 2 trader builds just to get back into the mindset of using gear without modifications, ammunition that might not be the best, and then also challenge myself because although I might not be using the best gear, other people definitely are. Like, the game is full of people using the top tier equipment, slicks, thermals, suppressed 308 DMRs, SVDs. You get the idea. I'm sure if you played Tarkov over the last couple of days, it is definitely a different game. Not to say it's a bad game, it's just not my favorite way of playing Tarkov. My favorite time in Tarkov is definitely post-wipe, everybody using like all sorts of types of equipment, guns, modifications, and armor, and you have a good diversity of loot. Right now, to me, isn't as compelling. I still have good raids and a lot of fun, but not as compelling as the first 2 months or so of a wipe phase. So I'm going to be going in, trying to do my best, rags to riches. So I'm going to start off with a tier 1 loadout and then work my way through killing my enemies and using whatever gear they have as long as possible until I die. So we're going to be going in with a mosin infantry, one of the strongest level 1 or tier 1 trader builds. I got a pack of body armor, some gageishas, a hat or a cheap level 3 helmet, and a sidearm. Going in and see what I can get out of the raids from killing players, AI, just gathering whatever I can. So that being said, let's jump into it and see how well we can do with this kit. They sell your DNA information to third parties. Like the Chinese. Don't do the DNA test. They sell your data to the Chinese. Sturman could be up, and that could be one of the Svet Loser brothers. Who cares? Yeah, I mean, I don't really care anymore. Oh, it is one of the Loser bros. So we should immediately push back. Don't have a helmet though. I have this like fresh Zook with no helmet. All right. Imagine that kill on day 1. I know, right? Yeah, getting like a fresh Zook and then getting out. Like a Zook on day 1 would be so good. A Zook on day 1, if you got a Zook and a face shield on day 1, man, that would probably last you a while, I think. I didn't bring my paracord with me, so we couldn't just like secure the Zook and like... Yeah, we got one nade as well. I think I'm just gonna work past down here. You hate this scope? Yo, a lot of the new generation of players hate the PSO. I find. Like a lot of the new gen hates it. A lot of the veteran players are, you know, we love the PSO because it was one of our only options. We had like the PSO, the Bravo, the Hammer, the Elcan. That was quite literally it. There was like a March Tactical and the FF and all that sort of stuff, but they never really worked properly. The PSO was one of the first like reliable mid-range scopes added. Like reliable, because like there's also field of view issues and all sorts of stuff, eye relief problems, and it took a while, man. Like medium range scopes didn't work for a significant portion of this game's history, but the PSO always did. And for that, you know, well, not this specific PSO, the other one with the fatter like chevron or whatever you want to call it. The other one was the OG. I think is it the PSO 1? Yeah. Okay, just in case there's another one, I'm gonna throw the VOG over there. Guy's got gear, so he most likely Most likely has a bud. Okay. Oof. I'm gonna move left just so I'm not like moving directly at the body. And then from there, we getting stutters? Hopefully not. Oh, I mean, like, yeah, I'm getting a little bit of stutter, but nothing that I'm not used to. I would have thought if he had a buddy, he'd be playing that rock. But I don't think he does. That's a crazy looking M4. All right. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Just keep moving. You gonna push up to that rock, or? I'm gonna keep moving back. Oh, I didn't get the gun. Ah, no. Oh, I did get the gun. Oh, yeah, okay. I didn't get his rig. Player scav. I assume it's the same guy. Well, it might not be because might not be. No. It's looking likely. It's looking likely. Okay. He's got that gazelle, but let's go. Scav was a hunter, though. No, that guy had a mosin. Man, what, dude, we're probably gonna run into another player here, I would say. Because, like, this is still, like, rather early in raid, so... We got, like, the first guy that pushed mid, but there's usually gonna be, like, another one or two dudes that, like, slowly push through, so... The ACOG is actually usable? I guess so. I'm not a big fan of it, though, to be completely honest. Level 1 raid right here. Yeah, I mean, like, we used a level 1 loadout, but... You know, level 1 loadout to kill Sturman's guard. Grabbed Sturman's shit. Used his SV Dizzle. Killed this guy. Got shot at by a player scav. Killed the player scav. Now we gotta keep rolling through. You like... Oh, cosmetically, the ACOG looks cool. I just think the sight picture is too small. Like, they should almost bring the ACOG a little bit closer to the screen a little bit. If they pulled it a little bit closer to the screen, I think more people, not even by that much, like, pull it closer to the screen by like 20%, and then that's it. Just a little bit bigger. Wow. You took a lot of shots. All right, let's just keep going. You hate 5.56? Well, that's what I was saying, how, like, you could probably introduce the standard M4 at level 1, and I don't think people would really complain. Because at level 1, you don't have, like, any attachments. It's one of the loudest guns in the game, and it's going to cost you, like, a lot of money anyway. I just think, like, giving people an actual rifle option at level 1 wouldn't be bad, but I don't know. It's fine. It doesn't need to be like that. When is it available? Is it is it available at level 2? Maybe it's available at level 2. If it is, then I'm okay with that, but I just can't remember. Can't remember if it's level 2 or level 3. Maybe it is level 2. No, the AKM isn't level 1. You have, like, very little to no options at level 1. You have, like, the Keter, the SKS, the mosin. Not including the barters. Not including the barter options, of course. You have the AKS, but I don't know. The AKS is a little bit too fucky, I think, at level 1. 8.55 is not a bad day 1 round, though. It's not a bad day 1 round. It'd actually be one of the better day 1 rounds. How do you get the watch? This is a jacket that you can get fairly early on. I think you can get this jacket at like level 13 or 15 or something. I could be wrong, but it's a USEC jacket. So whenever you get the jacket, you have the watch facing towards your character. I actually think it's this is one of my favorite jackets now. I used to go woodland only, and I have like the tier 2s and stuff, but this jacket with the commando pants is actually pretty sweet, so I kind of dig it. You didn't even know you could buy clothing? Oh yeah, man, there's lots of different camouflage and stuff now to the game. You could buy it. And there's also 2, or technically, is it 2 or no, it's 3. There's 3 cosmetics that are unlocked via quests right now. Per faction. Scav life? Yeah, scav life is confirmed, but I do think dealer I want them to do DLC in the same way that Arma 3 did DLC though, where if somebody has like the DLC to unlock a trader and maybe some quest lines and shit, any sort of equipment or gear that is like dependent on that DLC, if someone's using it and you get killed, you should be able to pick it up and use it, no problem. Or like it should be like available on the flea market, but the dealer availability or the quest to unlock it, I think would be really cool. Where like, you know what I mean? Like, obviously don't have the bullshit that would pop up on the screen or something. Maybe they can do it like at the end of the wipe to try to sell the DLC. Be like, oh, in this raid, you use this piece of equipment from this DLC package, blah, 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 blah. But the Arma 3 thing in the middle of the game when you were using the equipment was really annoying. So I'm not a fan of that, but they could do something like that if they were moving in that direction. To kind of like let people use the DLC gear without having it, and then, you know, people might be like, oh my god, this gun is fucking amazing. Like, you know, I don't know. I'm just like throwing out shitty ideas. Okay, let's keep moving. Oh my god, those Arma 3 DLC pop-ups. Whenever you would play on like a Breaking Point server or something, like an Arma 3, like Daisy, or even King of the Hill server, and you just didn't have the DLC, and oh, those pop-ups would happen at the worst time. It never inspired me to get the DLC content though, because that shit was annoying. I feel like if I feel like I'm like that type of petty person. Suppress the SVD. Sorry about that. Fucking story time, boys. Almost got me again. I mean, I can barely see what's happening on that hill. There could be a dude sitting in a bush, and if I do like a slow peek to search it, I might just get headshotted anyway, but let me just try. Kind of use cover. Yeah, the guy died, but oh, nice. Thermal. All right. I will take it. And your helmet. The slick, I don't know. I'm not... Slick would be nice, but it might just make me too heavy, and I don't know if I want to go there for the rest of the raid. This, though, I will take. Probably should take the slick. Nah, we're fine. We'll leave it slick. I'm okay. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to use the thermal for sure. Chat's gonna have a stroke if you leave it. I'm just gonna leave it because like if we take the slick, then my mobility is going to get diminished, and we only just got through this this raid, so, or we only just started this raid, so unless Leo's boat is there, but I don't care, it's fine. Dude, Fleer on a SVD is kind of sketchy, but I also contributed to my survival at the same time, like trying to do like a low ergonomic quick ADS with a thermal, would have been really tough. Like, my ability to just, like... Well, it would have been similar. I don't know. Would have been similar. This was my SVD. This is his SVD. Play the song? Oh, I don't want to alt-tab and play the song right now. Let's go. No! It's fine. Should have played the song, boys. Should have played the song. Oh. Someone just dropped that scav. Fuck!
Deadly love, deadly love.
Alright, hold on. Gotta get my stamina back here. Well, this just got fucking interesting. We could go up on top of the lighthouse for the lulz. Yeah, I'm seeing like a thermal signature through there. I'm seeing there's a flashbang too. That flash was close. So we definitely have something nearby. Dude, going up on top of the lighthouse would be really funny. It's not gonna get me out of this raid any faster though. You know what I could do? Might as well just do that, you know? Is that a player scav? No, PMC. I love that camo set though, speaking of camo. No, I think this guy was probably inside the office. True Slav. I feel like this guy took the rig. Right now, I know he didn't. He would have taken the slick, I think. Take the lighter. I don't even really know what to take, man, to be honest. Might just fill it up with shit. Yeah, all right. Yeah, this guy's looting everything. Yep. This might be the player that killed the scav on the beach because he's got that second AK. You know what I mean? But we still have to get out of here, which sucks. Kind of trapped myself. Could still have a dude up on the hill. I don't know. Could have misjudged this, but let's go. So although that guy wasn't tremendously geared, if I wasn't paying enough attention, he easily could have shot me from my back or even in the face, and I would have died. You know, paying attention to your surroundings and spotting scavenger deaths can give you a little bit of information that you otherwise wouldn't have if you're not paying attention. And the time of raid is also extremely important. Like, if you play off early raid, you move really quick into the map, and you see dead scavs already, that's a massive indication that you have enemies that are really close by. So maneuvering around that or making a guess or a choice and moving on that is a really great thing. Now, this wasn't that late into the raid, but it was late enough where knowing that there's a scav that's dead in that position, not being able to see anybody else on the thermal indicator, got into cover and just kind of played it out and chilled for a minute just to kind of make a decision. And during that moment is whenever the player did the push. So something to consider, like timing. I get a lot of questions on like, what are the biggest things that can help improve your gameplay? And like map knowledge and timing is two things that after you learn the armor, the ammo, all that kind of stuff, should probably work on that a little bit, especially enemy spawn positions and stuff. Just working at getting better at understanding the knowledge that's available to you on the map. And the more knowledge that you have, the more things that you pick up on and notice, the more tighter your gameplay is going to be. Obviously, nobody can predict everything. No matter what you do, you're going to get shot in the back of the head from time to time. That's just the way the game is played. But you can reduce the amount of chances of being ambushed if you know how players move throughout the maps. So anyways, guys, I got lots more stuff to share with this thermal SVD. This is just the beginning, but this rags to riches stuff is really fun. And getting used to tier 1, tier 2 loadouts in preparation for the wipe is what I'm going to be focusing on. So I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say about this in the comment section below, or if you have any suggestions for weapons for tier 1 and tier 2 trader builds, I'd love to hear them in the comment section below. Thanks again for watching, and consider checking out my live streams Monday through Saturday at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. A link to that will be included in the description box below.